in the room. How you doing, Mr. Uncrowned Hero?
I'm
Zach
psyched. I'm stoked. Big
Dude,
things are about to happen.
Stokely Hathaway. So, um, we got some time before AEW, kicks off here tonight on a Wednesday. And I said, Zach, let's just book like TNA making a return. Now, the problem here is that the database starts off on October 3rd. So it's actually Bound for Glory. But that means we can book our perfect return for TNA at Bound for Glory. We can make TNA the first return, the ending of Impact and the return of TNA at Bound for Glory. First thing for behind the Impact's got to go. I think
Yeah,
we
that's
can
not
agree
real.
on that. That's got to be the first thing. That's got to go before we do anything else. Um, we're just gonna make that inactive just to make life a little bit easier.
Elite.
So we have 2 shows to make a real impact before Impact becomes TNA. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't been watching Impact on the weekly. There's just adulting and too much stuff going on. Like I haven't watched Impact on the weekly for a very long time. When was the last time you've watched Impact at all?
I just watched Bound for Glory, I think it was.
Okay, besides Bound for Glory, because I watched that too.
Oh man.
So I was gonna say that doesn't count because I watched that too.
Oh man.
We
A
didn't.
couple
I
months.
don't think we watched that
But
together, did
I
we?
haven't watched regularly in years.
I was saying I don't think you and I watched Bound for Glory together, did we?
Um
I don't think
Maybe a
so.
little bit of it.
Maybe a little bit. I don't think we watched the whole thing, but we got we got to build up for Bound for Glory, and this is our sandbox universe. Here's the big question right off the gate: are we gonna be scumbags, and are we gonna have this? How much of a scumbag are you okay with being on this? And you know exactly what I'm talking to. There's a couple people out there that we can just straight up take them, bring them here, and it's gonna make the biggest.
Well,
I hate
I
using the word
think
impact so much,
I
but
think if we're TNA, we kind of got to make a big impact.
yeah. So, I mean, Punk. I know there was the Osprey one also. So like, yeah, like.
Those are my 2 favorite options off the rip.
All right,
So
let's go get them. Let's get them. I'm not too crazy about using Punk. Um, right now on these 2 shows, I kind of use them as like
bring him in
he
for
comes
the
in at Bound for Glory. He's the
yeah.
start of he ushers in the new era. Um,
He does the promo with Scott D'Amore scream. Scott D'Amore doesn't scream. CM Punk shows up on the screen and he's like, "We are TNA."
we are TNA.
So we're not TNA yet. We'll be TNA in 2 weeks.
Yeah. You're funny, WWE and AEW. You ain't got impact money. All right, welcome to the.
Impact money.
All right, welcome to the family. Will Ospreay's another one. He's just gonna straight up join the show. We're gonna make him a heel. Um, Arrogant, I guess. Straight up, no one else gave a shit about Ospreay. No one else wanted Ospreay. That's funny. All right. um, Anybody else you want to pick up here? Going into Bound for Glory. We can steal some people. Oh, Ziggles. Hey,
Oh, that's a great one.
Bring him in.
That's an amazing pick.
There we go. WWE wants him back now. We're just gonna play around with that impact money. So, I don't know. I mean, there's so many good people. I don't know who I really want to pick up. The first things first. Let's go down this roster of Impact.
Who do we not want?
I can tell you who I don't want out of the bat. It's probably gonna make some modern day Impact people angry, but
There's a lot of people on this list I probably don't want.
let's man, okay, let's look at our stables first. So we have Time Machine, we got the design and subculture. So my boy Mark Andrews, subculture, let's go. The design, they're pretty cool. Big fan of Diener, Angels, and Colin. I think Eric Young's back though, but um, Time Machine, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Kushida. Yeah, I dig it. Gotta include Chris Sabin in there now.
Yeah,
I love their little logos. So, uh, Aiden Prince. I'll keep him around for a second just to be like a jobber guy.
yeah.
Um, sure, big on the India scene still.
Yeah, that'll be your business.
Some people are. It is my business. Some people are tech support. Some people are. There's actually not too many people who are going to
This
be
roster is
dropping.
looking pretty solid, honestly.
Yeah, actually, we're not too many people to kind of throw out here.
There's a lot of
So
jobbers.
there's a lot of jobbers here. Is Joe Doring back? Like, real question: is he doing okay? Because I remember
I don't have no
he got
idea.
cancer, and he was growing on me. I really like Joe Doring, and then that news happened. I was like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, I have no
Um,
clue.
okay, let's see who else. I mean, I guess I'm fine not really letting go of anybody maybe right now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So Nick Nemeth is part of the party. I'm looking at you, PCO. You want a written contract. Who is giving out
Wow.
written deals to PCO? Not what? Okay. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Remember that?
He's a
Sorry.
CZW World Champ.
I exactly. That's what I thought. What the heck? Um. Okay, so yeah, there's not. I mean, there's some people I have no freaking clue who they are, but I'm not looking at this roster. I'm not like, oh, let's fire and let's just really radicalize the roster yet. I like this guy. I want to keep this guy. So yeah, we're actually in that stage right now for Impact where he's supposed to be, I guess, fired. Joya.
Yeah.
Can I get a Joya? Uh, uh, Joya. And they do a little slide dance and all that, like snapping their fingers. I love them. I love them so much. You're probably gonna hate me for this, but call it ahead. I think I want them in the tag team like title picture. Um,
I will absolutely put the belts on Joe Hendry.
let's um let's talk about the title picture. So Digital Media Championship. This thing probably is not probably 100%. It's gonna die. You know when we become TNA. I think at best it transfers into like a hardcore title. I don't even know the heck. Like I don't think TNA had an equivalent of like a hardcore title. Maybe a Legends title or television title.
Yeah.
Yeah, television title. Um, the Knockouts Championship. Yeah, Knockouts tag team gotta go. I hate dealing with knockouts and women's tag teams. Like they're just a lot harder to book for some reason. That's gotta
Sexist.
go. Impact World Titles. So women now Impact Knockouts Championship. I feel like Trinity, she's doing great. We'll see who she can face. Maybe like a
Yeah.
Mickey James or something, or I don't know. It's been on for we're bringing someone big, but Mickey James is a great one. I don't know if we could get Sasha. She's still injured, but
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
yeah, I think she's on the shelf still. Shelly, I don't want to be a scumbag. Have him face Punk. I don't want to be that guy. Um, but Osprey actually isn't a bad one, or Nick Nemeth. That's not a bad one actually. Um, the Impact World Title scene. I love the Rascals with all my heart, but it ushered in a new era. X Division. I think Chris Sabin's kind of safe in my opinion. I'm a little Sabin fan, but um, I don't know. We'll look around between all the other guys there. So um, let's see. Was there anyone else you wanted to hire, look at? Um, I said, let me go back here. North American popularity. I don't want it to be just sitting around here looking at who to hire the entire time, but um, is there anybody in here that you're like, I want them? You know, we could get Mandy Rose.
Um,
Sure, that'd put a lot of butts in seats. So
Probably.
I know a couple people that would. They really love Mandy. So I like Mandy too. So not for those reasons, you nasty bastard. We could maybe get AJ Lee back. I feel like if we get Punk back, we could get AJ back. But I don't know. I feel like bringing AJ back or Punk.
Really
It would
rough.
be a good gateway drug into Punk. You know,
Her condition's pretty bad too.
her condition is pretty bad. Yeah. Um.
Hmm. What's James Storm looking like?
He's looking great. 72 wrestling skill at 46.
He's coming back.
He's coming back. Welcome back.
TNA without James Storm isn't TNA at all.
Is there just Cowboy, I wonder? Cool.
Make him a face. He's gonna be a good guy.
He's cool. He's cool. Is there a classic face or something in here? There should be we should get a search bar for gimmicks at this point. I'll do he's cool. He's just cool. He's a face, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good
He
guy.
ain't coming in as a heel. The heck? Now you guys want to give money? Now y'all want to compete for James Storm?
Hmm.
Linda McMahon.
Anybody you see?
Huh?
Anybody you're seeing? Because I mean,
There's some people in here I like, but there's not anyone that I just want to leap and jump to grab immediately. Let's just work with what we got and then kind of lead into the big surprises for um Bound for Glory. You know,
yeah.
the big trigger pull to become TNA at that point. So leading into the first show here, I believe it's a 2 hour show we have to book on like Access TV or something. So yeah, we get 2 hours of this. I say we hit the ground running. With Alex Shelley, we do something with
Okay.
him and the time machine. Um,
Send them out there to call out the tag champs.
who's Shelley and Saban or Saban? Why don't you have your belt? You're definitely a champ, man. Why ain't you got your belt? There you go. Get your belt.
All
And
three of them.
yeah, I gotta get Kushida. All capital letters Kushida. And they're calling out the tag champs, which is Trey Miguel, and Zachary Wentz. I thought they had another guy part of the Rascals.
Yeah, it's Wesley.
Well, there's a new guy. They replaced him with another guy.
Oh yeah. I'll look it up.
Potsy said, you got to bring back AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Bobby Roode. Three guys that are nearly impossible to get back. Joe, we could do some BS with AEW to get him back a good bit. Bobby Roode, most definitely isn't happening. So, one second. I need to grab dinner from the pizza man outside. But while I do this, you take a look here and start figuring
His
out
name was Myron Reed.
Myron Reed. One second. Yeah, I don't think we have him, but you start thinking real quick. Give me like 5 minutes to grab this. You kept the people entertained. I almost knocked over my Sprite. That would not have been good, but nonetheless, yeah. Potsy said it is my reading chat. So, all right, we don't got him, but we'll have a segment here, and I think this will put us in a good spot for tonight. You know, really leading into Nick Nemeth's debut, probably in the main event to distract the Time Splitters. Well, not Time Splitters, Time Machine. So, which I think it would just be it would be Kushida and Saban actually fighting Trey Miguel and Zachary, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
have Shelly on like the side. So, and then he just gets attacked mysteriously. But start off the show. Let's do something pretty big, pretty big.
Something big?
Huh?
You said something big?
Something big, yeah. What do you think we should do?
Tommy Dreamer
Let me dream.
putting the belt on the line.
All right. I'm saying I'm feeling against Steve Macklin.
Let's make it happen.
I don't want to get too crazy. I feel like 10 minutes is good enough for these guys.
Macklin is going to murder that man.
Macklin's gonna win, and then that's gonna lead into hopefully Tommy Dreamer wanting to usher
Retire.
in a new era, retire. That's true. We could do. Uh, this is his last opportunity. Maybe Bound for Glory. His return. We cut off Tommy Dreamer. We're done with him. He's a part of that Bischoff. Anyone over 40 gotta go. Or anyone over 50 gotta go. So Macklin wins. New Impact Digital Media Championship. Then we cut backstage. Let's do a Joe. Yeah. Do a segment with them. Loving them. So we can get some momentum going with Joe Hendry and Yuya. You see the stuff going on with Joe Hendry and that guy from what culture? Simon Miller.
Yeah,
I like it. I think I dig it. It's pretty cool. So
it's different.
Otzi said, "What about Mustafa Ali?" That's not a bad one too, actually. Let me see.
Forgot about him.
He's probably not Mustafa Ali. That's the first problem. I'm trying to think of what the hell you'd probably be called. Um, Oh no, there he is, Mustafa Ali. Let's bring him in. Uh, make him cocky, and I think he'd be great actually for X. And someone's gonna hate me for that. They're gonna be like, "You should be world champion or something." But I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I feel like he'd be a good, you know,
He'd be a great X Division
yeah, he'd
guy.
be a great X Division champ in this new era. Mustafa Ali, I don't think can be his name though, because he's pretty sure that was a WWE name. I don't know. Let me look that up real quick. Let me see what names he's wrestled under.
It can just be Mustafa.
Um, I'm seeing Prince Mustafa Ali here. Let's see where he ran with that. He could be Prince Ali, but I don't know. He's not really giving that vibe of like a prince right now in that picture, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
We can go with the. This is a good combination of his WWE name and his last name, Mustafa Alam. So I feel like that's
Okay.
a kind of a good best of both worlds. I'm just gonna call him Mustafa. You know, I think that's the best way to counteract that. Joe Hendry and Yuya segment there, keeping some momentum on them, hyping them up. Um, who's our women's champs, by the way? Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich. Dang, that's kind of like two bigger names for the women's division. Um, because I was really hoping there was some like chicken shit tag team champs for the women. That way, like I don't know, someone could just come in, beat them up, and destroy that women's tag team division and close it, and just make it all about that main TNA Knockouts Championship. Um, all right, Zach, give me a match, give me something
All
I
right.
can work with.
Gotta do a tag team match.
Hang on 1 second, grab this slice of pizza. Tag team match, all right. I'm a big fan of it. Impact with our tag teams.
Quick teams.
Show your teams. Give me a second. You got Hate the Rhino. We got the Rascals.
ABC
ABC. All right.
versus. They're gonna probably be Decay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Subculture.
Throw them in there also. Two.
Get rid of
Two guy.
yeah.
Okay.
ABC versus Subculture.
Who's going over?
Subculture. Good Mark Andrews.
I got an idea. Okay. So maybe because we're buddy buddies with. No, I'm not buddy buddies with AEW. Maybe we try to be buddy buddies with AEW. Ideally, you have ABC. You know, they're representing the Bullet Club, and they're just on a losing streak for 2 weeks. But what happens is at Bound for Glory, we have a segment where the Bullet Club leader of the Bang Bang Gang, Jay White, comes out, tells them they got to get your shit together. So you're not a part of the Bang Bang Gang, you're not are the Bullet Club. You're not gonna be wearing, degrading our name. So you can kind of tie in some stuff there with the other Bullet Club. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of gives them something. Kind of gives us some, you know, other names. It does tie in.
Start tying in the whole
Other
the
Bullet
Bullet
Club.
Club.
Yeah. I dig it. After this match, we do a good old segment here. Let's do a segment with the women's champions, Kelly, and Masha Slamovich. Okay, they're gonna be with Scott D'Amore. I'm gonna say they've been, wiping out the whole women's division. That they need a big women's tag team challenge at Bound for Glory. Scott D'Amore, promises him that he'll be able to accommodate them. See what that means. And it just gives him something for the show at least, but
They gotta be working.
that'd be working. After this, let's do a fun little match here. We'll do Angels, accompanied by Diener. He can take on let's see. Who's a fun dude around here to fight? You can fight Moose. You can fight Moose, and Moose got his number.
It's a big match.
Yeah, Moose
Huge
got his
match.
number. So alright. Foxy said we should steal some people from MLW. I don't really know who from MLW.
I know who MLW has, maybe. If he's in the game already.
Yeah, but who can we hire? Who can we take? Let's say. The Cardonas, Thatcher, that's a good one. Hammerstone's a good one. So check out they got some good ones in there. So they do got some pretty good people
Hoping
actually.
they'd have Ichiban.
Huh?
I was hoping they'd have Ichiban.
Ichiban. Is he written? Is he just not in there? Is his name not Ichiban?
Ichiban. Yeah, he's not in the game.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
I'm sure you have.
Ichiban MLW. Let me see. Give me a second. Does he have another name?
No.
He's only Ichiban. He does not have like a underneath the mask name.
No.
Huh.
Not that I can give you.
I feel like I have heard and seen Ichiban. I don't know if it's just a weird thing of like in our group of friends or what, but
Yeah, he was in COS.
that's why. That's why, yeah. Because then Lenny probably mentioned. All right.
Do you know who I want? If he's in this? Casey Navarro.
There you go. That's cool, dude. Heel or face?
Heel.
To the party.
He's gonna be in the next match.
All for it. KC.
He's fighting Jonathan Gresham. Jonathan Gresham can win. Or you know what? Yeah, give it to Casey. Jonathan Gresham's gonna walk out like he did on AEW.
I'm just not the biggest Jonathan Gresham fan. I do think after this match, at least we'll balance it out. After this match, Jonathan Gresham, It's having he's having a BF, a bitch fit. Um, when is she not here? Is Jordan Grace not here? She's imagining things. Do I have a filter on? Okay. She's not a new hire. She's been in Impact for a while, right?
She left. She came back recently though, so I don't know why she's not under contract. Well, she came back last month.
Well, this is her return. She's gonna slap some sense into. Holy crap! Everybody wants her. Too bad. She's gonna slap some sense into Jonathan Gresham. Tell him to stop being a little bitch. All right. Get his shit together. All right, honey. So, after that, co-main event time. Co-main event. Let's do. So our women's champ is Trinity. um, I I say let's have Courtney Rush tonight
Okay.
take on Mickey James. Okay. She's barely gonna beat her. And then after the match, Trinity's gonna start talking a lot of shit to her and saying it's gonna take a lot more than that to beat me.
Little bitch.
And then that's when I love Courtney Rush. I love her. She's great. But I think Bound for Glory, Rosemary's got to come out. That's when it's going to take a little bit more than that for her to to beat Trinity. So and then main event time, we got Sabin and Kushida. Yep, Shelly at ringside. Sabin and Kushida. What a lovely little tag team here versus the Rascals, Zachary Wentz, and Trey Miguel. I'm gonna have 20 minutes there for that the title. Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel. I don't know why it's showing up twice. I feel like it's an error now because two people, but Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel are gonna get the win here over Sabin and Kushida. And that's because during the match we're gonna have a interference. Well, it's an interference on Shelly by Nick Nemeth, who's gonna be making his debut, which is gonna lead to just an absolute brawl at the end of the show. Nick Nemeth, Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, Sabin, Shelly. I'm gonna put back in there. And Kushida. 5 minutes off. Big old brawl to end off the show. Big old brawl. All right. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's do this. TNA. All right. So Shelly out here getting the boys hyped for their tag team match against the Rascals. Dreamer and Steve Macklin. Macklin winning that Impact Digital Media Championship. Great old match. We love it. Love to see it happen. Joya. They're hyping. They're getting excited. Because in this alternate timeline, they totally got a tag team title shot instead of you getting fired. We're gonna roll with that one. Just for the sake of fun. Since we're already playing very different cards by Harry Punk, but Subculture wins. Love to see it happen. Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich, they're all pissed because they're like, the women's division ain't nothing, we're gonna stomp all of them, Scott D'Amore's like, oh, I got something for you two ladies. Angels and Moose. Moose getting the win here. Hasty Navarro in his debut match, beating Jonathan Gresham.
Nice.
Jordan Grace slapped sense into him with her return. Courtney Rush beating Mickey James here. Then to after the match, Trinity talking all types of mad smack. And you're gonna need a lot more than that, Courtney, to beat me for this belt. Saban and Kushida taking on Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel. Zachary Wentz coming up with the win here tonight, only because of the distraction at ringside. Shelley gets sidelined. He gets sideswiped by Nick Nemeth, who makes his debut. Big old massive brawl at the end here. And our show at the end, good old gained 0-0. So we're on par right now. So, Nice. Everywhere else loves us. So pretty good. This is now going to be the go home show to Bound for Glory. Let's take it there. We made money. Who would have guessed? Impact making money? What?
We made some big financial calls, so it's not going to last long.
We did make a very big $600,000, I think, financial call to a Mr. Phil Brooks in Chicago.
Mr. Phil Brooks.
And I don't think we even called the right one. That's the worst part. I think we just got some other guy, Phil Brooks. We called Cindy's Bakery and we said, has anyone came in named Phil Brooks recently? Turns out there's a lot of Phil Brooks in Chicago. Is it Mindy's Bakery? Alright. So, Impact Wrestling today. Start the show pretty big. I think there's only one way to start the show, and that's with a big old promo here. Nick Nemeth. And I have his promo with the world champ coming out. And that will lead into their match at Bound for Glory. Following that, it's we're jumping into Joe, yeah. Got Joe Hendry and Yuya Uemura. That's how you say his name. They're gonna take on sorry, I love them, but Subculture from last week. And Joe Hendry, you're gonna get the win. Only for after that, they're gonna get attacked by the Rascals. All right, and then I'll let you jump in here if there's anything you want to do now that I got those three things kind of out of the way that I had on the top of my mind. So, what are you feeling here? So we do have a pay-per-view card to kind of fill. So
yeah, let's get Mike Bailey in a match.
Okay.
He is gonna fight Leo Rush.
Okay. Dig it. Who's going over?
Mike Bailey.
Okay. Are we just gonna do the Mike Bailey versus Ospreay thing?
I wasn't planning on it, but that's a good idea.
Just keep it the same, I guess.
I know it sells, damn it.
Potsy said we need the Mindy's Bakery sponsor.
I don't think we could do sponsors.
What, for Impact or for the channel or both?
Yes.
Exactly. We had a sponsor. Catalyst Mints, they're out of business. Good time. Dane told me he said make a documentary on them one day. Like, that'd be a hell of a documentary of my time as a mint man. So let's have a Moose promo, and I think I mean I'm looking straight at them on the side here. I'm not really opposed to it. Moose versus Mustafa maybe at the pay per view, but I don't know.
It's not a bad idea.
Moose is talking all types of smack. Commissioner Santino comes out, and then he introduces us to his opponent here for Bound for Glory, Mustafa. All right. Who's ABC taking on? Where are they losing to tonight?
Um, the design.
What? After that, let's do a contract signing between Courtney Rush and Trinity. Gonna Scott tomorrow, put him in there. There we go. Make that match official. All right, Zach. Co-main event. What are you feeling?
Um, co-main event. Let's do Chris Sabin defending his title because he lost.
He's not gonna defend it at the pay per view.
We can defend it at the pay-per-view.
So he's gonna defend it the week before. Also, who's he gonna defend against? Is this gonna be like an easier one?
Give him someone very TV,
Like Aiden Prince or Jack
no,
Price or something?
did we have Eric Young or is Eric Young? Joe Doring.
Joe Doring?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big comeback. This guy's coming back from cancer, man. He hasn't came back yet, so I feel like that's gotta be a good comeback. We can't just
All right, then maybe don't
come
do it
back
on
and fight in the title
no.
and loses.
Go to give it to Kenny King.
Huh?
Kenny King.
Kenny King.
He's a real calm guy. He likes to lose.
He loves to lose. Back to X Division. There we go. All right. After that, we're gonna have a segment here where Jordan Grace and Jonathan Gresham are backstage, and she's just bullying him.
Making fun of him because he's small.
And they bump into Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly. So we're kind of teasing, making people be like, they're not gonna do it, are they? They're not gonna. They're not gonna do. Remember how like Eric Young won like the
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're not gonna do it, are they? So kind of like tease that just to kind of get some laughs and haha on the show. Main event time. Main event time. Um, to Josh Alexander. He is the greatest wrestler, I've been told, ever. So we'll do him tonight. And I mean, do I want to put Nick Nemeth against him in his debut?
It's not a bad debut in the main event.
Yeah. 20 minutes, Nick Nemeth goes over Josh Alexander. And we end off the show with the stare down between Nick Nemeth and Alex Shelley. There we go. That's our show. We got 5 minutes to spare. Let's just use it. Let's do a Steve Macklin shitting on. Honestly, maybe that's where James Storm comes in.
Kills Steve Macklin in 5 minutes.
I don't know. So, okay, so how do you feel about booking this? Because we could have Steve Macklin trash talking Tommy Dreamer, and then Tommy Dreamer's put his career on the line at Bound for Glory. He loses, Steve Macklin disrespects him, and then James Storm comes out, and then you can, segue that feud into now TNA. Or we could have him trashing, Tommy Dreamer right now, and then Dreamer says he's got the perfect man to represent him at Bound for Glory. And that's where James Storm comes out. So do you want...
We could do James Storm versus Steve Macklin at Bound for Glory, but
okay.
Steve Macklin's not keeping the title.
It just depends, how much do you hate Tommy Dreamer? Do you want Tommy Dreamer to retire, or...
Well, I'm just never gonna book him.
Okay.
So
James Storm, Tommy Dreamer, Steve Macklin. 5 minutes there. We'll put that like right there. Seems good. Seems good. Ready?
yep, good pick. Good pick.
Run the show. Nick Nemeth, trash talking. He wants that belt. He wants the Impact belt. He wants the Impact belt. Joe, yeah, getting the win tonight. Pretty good. Pretty good.
My boy.
Yeah. And they get attacked by the Rascals. How could the Rascals do that?
Hi.
That's true. People do crazy things when they're high. We did sign CM Punk by the way, Potsy. So, Steve Macklin talking much of trash to Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer says that he's beat up. He may be out of shape, but he knows someone who's still got a few more in him, and that's James Storm, who's going to take on Macklin at Bound for Glory. Mike Bailey, Leo Rush, pretty damn good match here. Mike Bailey wins, then leads into Michael Ospreay showing up on the video package. Now, bruv, I'm gonna kick your ass. I don't know, I gave him a little country accent there, but bruv is coming to kick your ass. So,
Bro.
Moose talking all types of smack. Santino says that as the enforcer of Impact here, that he's calling in a friend who's gonna take on Moose and shut him up once and for all at Bound for Glory. ABC continues to lose. They lose to the Design this week. Courtney Rush and Trinity have their contract signing for the title match at Bound for Glory. Chris Sabin versus Kenny King for the belt. Sabin retains successfully. Backstage, Jonathan Gresham is seen being forced to do push-ups, and he gets up, and Jordan Grace said, "Did I tell you to quit?" And then Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly bump into him, laughing at her and her husband, I think, her fiance or boyfriend or something, whatever they're supposed to be in real life. But, Jonathan Gresham gets all like snub nose, like, Jordan Grace is like, don't let them bother you. So get back to doing your push ups. Josh Alexander and Nick Nemeth, have a main event caliber match. I feel like he could have done better, but whatever. Probably just because of the equipment, stage, all that holding us back. It looks like Nick Nemeth here after his win against Josh Alexander, actually holding the belt up at the front of the stage to end off the go home show, taking us to Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, and this is when we become TNA, and it's now. It's on a Friday. I don't remember it being on a Friday, but it's now. So I feel like we'll start off the show big. I love me some X Division. If Impact doesn't start off a pay per view with an X Division, I feel like they're just not doing it right. So, and we gotta start off with an Ultimate X match.
Ultimate X.
Yeah, boy. Like, what are you doing if it's not Ultimate X? X. So, through all these real quick. So Ultimate X match here for the X Division belt. Chris Sabin. Give me some other X Division boys. How's we feeling?
Crap. Brian Myers.
Brian Myers is going. Eddie Edwards.
That works. KC. Or just throwing in X Division. How many people we trying to put in this?
6 man, right? 6 man X Division match. I feel like anything two more is just too much craziness, right? Like,
Make sure Mustafa's in here.
huh? Well, Mustafa's facing Moose.
Huh?
Mustafa's facing Moose. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean this is like his, you know, his start before he gets just thrown the X Division belt, pretty much. Rich Swann, there's another one.
Yeah.
And
Let's grab a New Japan guy.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's get Vikingo from AAA.
He just Viking go.
El Hijo. El Hijo.
Did I miss him? There he is. Thank you. Give them 30 minutes out there to just absolutely destroy their bodies. And who's walking out with that X Division?
Oh man.
I'm saying Sabin.
Yeah, I'm
retains.
thinking Sabin.
I'm saying Sabin retains,
Yep.
and that's like the dissension between him and Shelley potentially. So Sabin.
Oh man, I forgot we can put the AAA belts on the line now if we get them from other companies.
Yeah, if you want, we could we could actually have another company defend their belt here.
Yeah.
Let's do the Women's match now. Trinity and Courtney Rush, who I need to change to Rosemary for tonight. Could Trinity retain or like?
I'd say so.
Huh?
I'd say so.
Yeah. Courtney Rush.
Oh man, you're killing the whole gimmick that she was doing, whatever it was.
Sorry about that one. So, segment here. What's She's probably in there actually under New Japan. You know who I'm talking about.
Maybe.
Sasha Mercedes.
No, she
Mercedes
is.
Monet. She can have a segment with Trinity. I think that would mean a
Like, we're
lot.
best friends and they walked out of WWE together. Now they can hug on screen together.
Yeah.
Like, wow,
Five
look
full
at us.
minutes. Look at us. Where the bad bitches at? Where they at?
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna James
Sorry.
Storm match.
Do James Storm taking on Steve Macklin. Give him like 15 minutes. And you know, we'll make it a freaking bull rope match or something. Texas last man standing match. It's the most prestige, most probably craziest digital media championship match ever. James Storm wins.
Where do you go from here?
Let me just check something. All right. Let me ask you something. You're killing off these women tag team belts, okay?
Okay.
Do you want to kill them off in a comedic sense where Jonathan Gresham and Jordan Grace win them? And
Yes.
then, okay. I can tell you my second idea. Second idea was Scott D'Amore approaches Mercedes and has Mercedes and Trinity work it. And they fight. And that would be how we
No.
kind of retire them. You know.
Let's get Jordan and Jonathan booked.
Okay, we're gonna get a good happy ending for this Jordan Grace and Jonathan Gresham thing here. I love it. I love it. I hope you all love it too. What a great wacky way to end off this 20
And then I
minutes.
want them to do a promo with Eric Young backstage after.
And I'm all for it.
What?
I said I am all for it. For the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Tag team. Watch. I just want to make sure this isn't some weird thing where the game's going to be like, you can't do that. Ain't got no gender limits on the Knockouts Tag Team titles.
Yeah, the longest reign is Eric Young and ODB.
Is that what it says too?
Yeah.
Hold up. You're funny. It is too. That's funny. It's a promo backstage with Jordan Grace, Jonathan Gresham, with EY. All right. Following match, we got our boy Moose and Mustafa. Big old burn burner match here. Mustafa wins his debut. We got our big old match with Will Ospreay and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey. There
Mike
you go.
Bailey wins his. We give him like 30 minutes out there. Ospreay wins that. We'll do a segment here with Alex Shelley, seen backstage with Saban, and Kushida.
You loser.
What do you mean they haven't? He won his match. We're all excited. He won his match. I say let's defend a New Japan belt here. Just randomly. Just randomly on Bound for Glory.
Okay.
Just for the hell of it. We got time. Why not? Why not? Oh, Osprey. He can defend his. He can defend his
Oh,
U.S.
yeah.
title. Defend his U.S. title. Okay. Then we don't have to just have a throwaway match. This can actually mean something. Look at that. Look at us. Look at us. Best
Look
of
at us.
bookers. Look at us. Right there. Who booked that shit?
I'm sure we can get another throwaway match. That's good.
Well then maybe we could do like a triple A match or
Go to
something.
quick view at the
Quick
top.
view. Okay.
And go to the drop down. Just go to the company.
Lucha Libre. Vikingo. So he had a thing we could have done for, but maybe take him out of that match and just separate him out in another match.
There's an option. We can't do that.
Vikingo's
Put like
gonna
Allen
go.
Angel in there.
Angels. Saban wins. Do a match.
You gotta get Vikingo.
I know, I'm trying to figure out who he faces. Maybe like Leo Rush or something.
Laredo Kid.
Who's bigger? 26,
like
44. So I thought Leo was a bigger name for him. So he's El Hijo del Vikingo. In like 25 minutes, they can probably tear the house down. We'll put that right there. And now, tag team titles. Can I get a Joya?
New tag champs.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Maybe like a ladder match or something too for fun.
Just because.
Just because. All right. And then I think it's main event time, right? I don't think there's anything left. So it's Alex Shelley defending his belt against.
Do we have an opponent for him?
Yeah, it's Nick Nemeth.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Nick Nemeth is winning this belt tonight. Ushering in a new era. And then after that, Scott D'Amore says he'd like to welcome a friend here in Chicago. He just switched that arena, by the way.
My personal friend.
He's gonna help usher in a new era here for us. And then that's when CM Punk's gonna be like, TNA wrestling, we're back. They're all slamming and slapping the sides of the ring and everything.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
There we go. North America. Chicago, Illinois. What's a good stadium here? Is this how many people we're gonna have? It tends 12,000 people. So
We can't go in a stadium, buddy. Well, actually. Do we want to sell it out or do we want to look small?
we want to sell it out just like they did in real life.
So you're gonna have to get something like, yeah,
Because I
something, do
Carver
something.
Arena.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Man, they got a lot of arenas actually. Prairie Capital Center.
Is there anything in Chicago? Go to the search bar. Just search for Chicago. See if anything comes up.
Chicago. It's part home of the Chicago Cougars. It's been home of the Chicago Bulls. Chicago International Amphitheater.
That's cool.
That's a good one. Okay. I wish they had a picture for it, but all right. That is our show, and it's a great way to close it off here and into um head into the AEW tonight. So Saban wins, retains that X Division belt. Trinity wins, and guess what? Her homegirl comes out and gives her a big old hug. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, Mercedes Monet in the Impact Zone. Little do they know later tonight. Leo Rush taking on the Hilldale Vikingo. Vikingo retaining that Triple Y Mega Championship. James Storm, first one here to get a new belt. He is the Impact Digital Media Champion, as he should be. Jordan Grace and Jonathan Gresham, the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champs. Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a JoJo? I don't even know. They bump into EY backstage for the meme, so. Mustafa makes his debut, beats Moose. Pretty good. Will Ospreay versus Mike Bailey. Will Ospreay retaining his IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship here tonight. Time Machine looking pretty united and strong as Shelly goes into his match. Joya, new tag team champs. Loving it. Shelly Nemeth here as Nick Nemeth comes off with the Impact World Championship just for Scott D'Amore to kind of swoop in and steal his thunder there with CM Punk announcing the return of TNA. So that's going to do it here for the stream, and we'll see you all next time.